Hey family, welcome back to our channel, the Marie and Baby channel. Mwah, yay! Currently, Baby is doing his favorite thing, which is to listen to his nursery rhymes by Desmond Dennis. If you haven't listened to him, or your child don't listen to him, YouTube, listen to him. He on all platforms. I'm talking about my son loves all the videos, all the songs, loves them. Okay. And honestly, I love him too. And a lot of my family, I done turned him on to it. They love him too. Shout out to Miss, I want to say, what is that? Miss Makeup, I think that's her name. Willie Moore Jr.'s wife. Lord, Miss Moore. I'm sorry, I can't remember your first name. But Miss Moore, she turned me on to Desmond Dennis, and it's my son love him. I do too. We all do. So that's a staple in our house. So that's what Baby looks at and watches, listens to it quite often. Matter of fact, that's his request. I have to turn it on. I have to keep it on. That's the only thing that keeps his attention. And if I turn off, he will have a rant. But that's not the topic of today's video or the reason for it. Today is May the 8th, 2020. And welcome back to the Marie and Baby show. Baby is just getting over a fever. He had a fever for like 4 days. And I'm hoping it was just teething. So he got some type of rash on his face now from having a fever. I don't know if you can be able to see it or not. But he has a rash on his face from everything that's getting out of the system. So the fever was like a protective mechanism to whatever kind of virus he had to filter it out. Okay. So now, the reason why I am on here, my baby is 9 months old. He still does drink. I still do breastfeed him quite often. And he also supplements with formula still. And you know, during this pandemic, it was hard to come by the type of formula that I normally give him. It was hard to come by that. And then it's also very expensive. And I don't know if you know it or not, but WIC, I was on WIC, but WIC does not pay for the type of formula that my son can drink. He actually cannot take the formulas that WIC provides. And WIC is a very good program. I love WIC. But my son could not drink the formulas that they provide in our state in North Carolina. So, my purpose was to reach out. Because maybe you know this, maybe you do not. But I did not know this. But our insurance covers formula. I'm not sure if it's all formulas or my baby had a condition. He really literally could not drink the WIC. And it's, like I said, formula is very expensive. And shout out to all the women who don't breastfeed, because it's more expensive for you because your baby primarily uses that. And so I'm sure your child goes through a lot more milk than my son actually goes through. So in that area, I'm blessed that I didn't have to spend as much on formula. I believe with me breastfeeding, I would go through about, let me see how many ounces this is. We will go through we will go through 2 of those big tubs with me breastfeeding in a month. So if I had 2 of those tubs, we would cover for the whole month. And I'm sure, like I said, I'm sure other children go through way more than that in a month. So without further ado, the formula that we use, and we are in no way, shape, form sponsored by them, but it's the Similac. And this is the very brand that he uses. And this canister came from his insurance. I believe he has 5 or 6 of these, or maybe even more. I haven't shaked. I have the boxes over there, but I didn't open them all up. I know like 2 or 3 came in one box, and I'm thinking 3 or 4 came in the other one. I'm not sure. I'm gonna let you know. But his insurance paid for them, and they have ordering information for me to reorder, and it was totally free for us. We didn't have to pay anything for it. We are on Medicaid, so Medicaid pays for it. Now, I'm not sure if other insurances pay for it, but in my understanding, I believe they should, especially if your baby has an underlying condition or a condition where he can only drink a certain type of milk. And in this case, my child can only drink this type of milk, which is not covered by our local WIC office here. So that's definitely enough milk for my son to hold him over for more than 1 month. With the about 5 or 6. That's enough for him. They asked me how much he drinks. They asked me what kind, and you know what I'm saying. So they gave me enough to cover us. So, but if I have to reorder, I can, and my insurance will pay for it. So, yeah. You want to talk? Are you mad that it went off? What happened? So, okay. So, that's the reason why I was on here, to let you know that. Okay, so how did I come about this? So when I went to my local WIC office, they actually told me about a company called Lincare here where I live in North Carolina. And it's a pharmaceutical place. It is a place that has medical supply. It's a medical supply store. That's what it is. So they supply medical supplies. And I had to call them, and I think it might be not just local, might be all over, because I think they had a 1-800 number. So anyway, I went through them. Now, if you have a medical supply place, they might be able to do that wherever you live, or you may be able to. He's having an episode. Or you might be able to contact your local WIC office and see if they have a place, if your milk is not covered by them. But the Lincare place Lincare is spelled Lincare. Okay, my baby's having a little fit. What's going on? You want to see yourself? That's not the song you like? Okay, let me change the song. That's not the song. He loves his man, but that's not the song he into. Let's see if we can find her. Now, his favorite song. He and our favorite song. He listens to most of them, but his favorite is Spiderman. I mean, the Itsy Bitsy Spider. That song stank. Let me see if I can find Itsy. Let me see if I can find Itsy Bitsy Spider. But I want that toy. You can have that now. I'm surprised we can't find Itsy Bitsy Spider. He has so many. My baby get excited about that song, y'all. He loves the Itsy Bitsy Spider. That is his favorite. Out came the sun, dried up all the rain, and the Itsy Bitsy Spider went out the spider again. It was the sun. Alright, you spin the spider star. So please come out. It's my baby, y'all. He love this song. Mwah. Waiting for the sun, all the rain, so the sun by the fire again. The Itsy Bitsy Spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Tried up all the rain and the Itsy Bitsy Spider. Mir, you love that song? and play. All right, y'all. So, that was the reason and the purpose of the video, and I done got all mixed up into everything else. But this is real life. It's a real video, and so I'm not doing no editing. You either like it or you don't. I hope you do. But so with today's times in this pandemic, you know, and it's hard, you know, as far as financially on you, and you're looking for alternative for a formula, and your local office does not supply the type of formula. WIC office, your local WIC office does not supply the type of formula your baby needs, but you still need assistance. As I stated before, there are alternatives, and one of those ones was through a medical supply store called Lynn Care here in North Carolina, who helps us through our insurance to purchase the type of formula my child uses, free on our end. They deliver it and ship it straight to your home. So there's nothing else involved. You just have to have a prescription from the doctor that can be emailed or a fax to them. The reason why your child needs this particular formula and why the other formula is not working, whatever. And so the reason and the amount and the type and your insurance. Your insurance type, the amount of formula your child uses within a week or a month or so. The reason why your child needs that formula, a prescription from the doctor, doctor's note, all that, and you're good. And the insurance, of course, has to approve it. So hopefully that helped you out, and hopefully you're able to stay safe and also be able to provide for yourself, your family, and your loved ones. Be blessed and have a good one as always. Bye.